Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins. Now Haskins on first down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Big stop, let's go.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go, D. Let's go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Got a man complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McKissick. Oh, nice move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run it. It's McKissick. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Come on. Check 52.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Here we go. 6 yards. Check 48's the mark. They can't hang with us.
Gets this one out in a hurry to Latimer. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This one from 46 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Ingram, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. And here's the Redskin defense.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
High
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. A carry now for McKissick. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run with McKissick. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Richard Rodgers there to make the grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson got him in. It's Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56, right there, 56. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Let's go now. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins, and that's complete. It's Sims. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On second down now, it's Ingram. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jackson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Jackson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Snead's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Tucker now to add the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Check 15, check 15.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Haskins now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely, they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This one complete to Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Redskins. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Haskins on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Peterson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calais Campbell on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Again, Peterson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 62 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins. A pickup of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
the outlaw. Check 48's the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And Latimer's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here I come.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Haskins. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good move at the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ingram again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the fourth quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
On third down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go, fellas.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Set, ready. Hey, Lobo. I got you. I got you.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Haskins back to the air. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Stepping up, Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Ingram again, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, it's Ingram, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Ingram. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's Haskins and the Redskins. Down by 15. A minute 45 to play. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now Haskins on first down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins is going to flip one out here to his running back. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Haskins. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he gets it complete to Latimer. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.